Namaste. Welcome to Revision with Vrithi. Today we will see the lesson 8 Around the World with a Chilli. Do you enjoy chilies in your food or do you find them too hot? Did you know that 500 years ago no one in India knew what chilies were? Read the story about the chilies journey to reach our shores. So this lesson is about the origin of the chili. Okay. In this story, a young boy called Appu in India meets Ajar Uchu, the spirit of the chili. Okay. And that spirit of the chili tells this young boy about how chilies come from and travels from place to place. Okay. Now let's read this. The sun had just dipped behind the coconut, mango and chiku trees around Appu's house. Now they are giving the description of the house, Appu's house. And what's the time? It is in the evening. Dipped means sunk, shut down. Okay. Sun has dipped behind the coconut, mango and chiku trees around Appu's house. So Appu's house has mango, coconut and chiku trees. Okay. Kitchen garden was bathed in a soft light. Appu's mother was making fish curry for dinner and wanted some fresh green chilies. 12 years old Appu had gone to the garden to pick some when he heard a deep voice say, "I'm so glad your family likes my fruits." So here bath means cover. So kitchen is fully covered with the light. What's lights? Light of the sun, evening light. Okay. And Appu's mother, what she is making? She is making a fish curry and she wanted some chili. And 12 years old Appu went to the garden to pluck to pick some chilies. Okay. When he goes there and when he is picking that chili, he heard a deep voice. Deep voice means loud voice. Okay. "I'm so glad your family likes my fruits." Like this. Okay. So Appu turned around to see who was speaking. The voice seemed to come out of the knee-high leafy chili plant. So Appu was stunned, was shocked. Where's the voice coming from? Then the voice seemed to come out knee-high. Knee-high means this only small plant, knee-high. In that plant, he heard the voice. Okay. "Don't be afraid. Don't be frightened. I'm Ajar Uchu. I'm the spirit of the chilies," it said. So, who is speaking here? He's the chili, spirit of the chili, soul of the chilies. Okay. "Thank you for watering the plants every evening and taking care of them. I'm thousands of miles away from home. It means a lot to me." So thanks to Appu that it thanks to Appu for watering the plants. Okay. Appu took a few moments to recover from the surprise of a plant speaking. He asked, "Where do you come from?" So Appu was taken some time to recover that I'm speaking with the plant. Okay. So he asked, "Where do you come from?" Okay. "From a place called Mexico, but I'm found across South America too." So where it is from? It's from Mexico. Okay. Before Appu could ask where Mexico was, his mother called from the kitchen, "Appu, please bring the chilies." So he is about to ask where the Mexico is. But on that time, his mother called him to bring the chilies. Ajaruchu said, "Come back tomorrow and I'll tell you the story of our journey to India." Still wondering, Appu nodded and ran off. So, what Ajaruchu said here, "Come back tomorrow, I will tell the story of a Chilli, how Chilli's journey, how it come to India." Okay. He went to his room and turned his small globe to see where Mexico was. He quickly found the country. So, taking his globe and he's searching where the Mexico comes from, where the Mexico is. Then he found the Mexico. The next day, Appu carefully watered the chili plants with their bright green and red pots. "Ah, this is so refreshing after a hot day," Ajaruchu spoke. "Thank you, Appu. Now let me tell you my story." So as usual, he watered the plants and Ajaruchu thanked Appu for watering the plant, and it said, "Now I am telling the story of chilies." Okay. "Thousands of years ago," Ajaruchu said, "an Incas ruled a part of the vast mountains and forests of South America." So thousands years ago, who is ruling South America? Incas. Okay. They grew maize, potato, tomato and many other fruits and vegetables. So what they are growing? They are growing maize, potato, tomato and other vegetables. The Inca gods sent 4 brothers to help the people. So what did they do? They sent 4 brothers to help the people. I was one of the brothers. So in that 4, the Chilli is one of that. Okay. My job was to pepper up the life of the people. Pepper up means add happiness. Okay. Excitement. The chilli is actually a fruit, even though most people think of it as a vegetable. So what is chilli now? Chilli is a fruit. It's not a vegetable. The Inca people liked chilies a lot. It made their plain food of corn flour and potatoes tasty. So Inca people liked the chilies a lot. Why? Because It enhanced the taste of the food. But how did you travel from your country to India? Appu asked. On the globe, Appu had seen that vast oceans and the continent of Africa lay between India and South America. So now he asked, how did you come from here, India, from your place? The voice said, the foreigners who came to South America and helped to take the chili plant all over the world were actually looking for a way to reach India. So, Ajaruchu said, some foreigners means people from other countries, okay, they came to South America and they helped to take chili plant to all over the world. In the same way it comes to India also. Over 500 years ago, an Italian captain named Christopher Columbus set out with 3 Spanish ships. They crossed the Atlantic Ocean hoping to find a shorter route to India. So 500 years ago, an Italian captain, Christopher Columbus, he is trying to reach India with his Spanish ships. Okay. They did not know that the huge American continents and the Pacific Ocean stood in the way. Why did they want to come to India? Appu asked. So he coming to India. But why? Why he is coming to India? Okay. Ajaruchu replied, they wanted pepper, which grew only in India. The Europeans loved adding it to their food. When he landed, Columbus was sure that he had reached India. So he called the Aztec, Inca and other local people. He met Indians. So, why he came? He wanted pepper. Okay. So, all Europeans loved to add some pepper to their food. Okay. Italians, Europeans. Okay. So, when he reached India, Inca, Aztec, all other local people, he called them as Indians. Okay. Columbus was very disappointed that the people in the new lands had no black pepper to sell. But they showed him various types of chili. He tasted them and found that the chilies were as hot and spicy as Indian pepper. He took them back to Spain, said Ajaruchu. But what happened? He thought he reached India, but what he want? He want black pepper, but they don't have any black pepper. But they have a variety of chilies. Okay. So they offered him a chili. He took chili and go back to his place. Columbus came to look for Kali Mirch and took home Hari Mirch and Lal Mirch instead. Appu laughed. So what what Appu told? He came to take some Kali Mirch, but he took Hari Mirch and Lal Mirch. What is Kali Mirch? Pepper, black pepper. Okay. Hari Mirch and Lal Mirch means green chili and red chili. Okay. It was the explorer Vasco da Gama who reached India 6 years later. Ajar Uchu continued. He led 4 Portuguese ships around the tip of Africa and reached a place called Calicut. So who came to India next? Vasco da Gama. After 6 years he came to India with his 4 Portuguese ships. And what he called the place? Calicut. Okay. Vasco da Gama wanted to take away some pepper plants to his country, but the plants could not be grown in the climate of Europe. So Vasco da Gama also wanted pepper. He wanted to take the pepper plant, but because of the climate of Europe, the pepper could not be grown in that place. Okay. So the Portuguese decided to settle in India and trade in spice and other goods. So what the Portuguese decided? They will settle in India and trade the spices. Okay. They captured Goa and turned it into a great trading post. They sent huge amounts of pepper to Europe. So they captured Goa, and through this city they send a huge amounts of pepper to Europe. Okay. Goa, it was the world's gateway to India. While large sailing ships left Goa loaded with pepper and other spices, the Portuguese brought a new item from South America. Among them was the chili. So, while sailing ships left Goa, while sailing the ships, Portuguese brought some new items. What is that? They brought chilies, green chili. When chili seeds arrived in Goa, they immediately became popular. It added a lot of flavor to the food. So when it come to India, green chili, it became very famous. Okay. It added a good flavor to every food. The people passed the hot chili peppers and it spread to all over Western India. Soon different varieties of chilies, long, round, fat and of different colors, reached India and Sri Lanka. So within a few moments, chili became very famous, and different varieties of chilies reached India and Sri Lanka. From Sri Lanka, the chili reached Bengal. Maybe that's why Bengal is called Chilli Lanka, said Ajaruchu. So after Sri Lanka, it reached Bengal. Okay. Bengal is what they call Chilli Lanka. Okay. So that is how one of the earliest wild plants to be domesticated by humans in faraway South America nearly 9,000 years ago became an important food item that spread to many parts of the world. Do you see how the world is connected by the food we eat? said Ajaruchu. So, this is how the chilli become very domesticated. Domesticated means brought under the control of humans. Okay. So, every human starts using that chilli. So, it came 9,000 years ago by South America. Okay. By this time, the sun had set. Appu knew that his mother would call him soon. Before running back home, he exclaimed, "Thank you for the wonderful story, Ajaruchu, and for being my friend." So, after listening story, the sun had set. So, Appu knew that his mother she will call him soon. So before he is going, he thanked to Ajaruchu for the wonderful story and being a friend of him. Okay. So this is the story of a chilli, world around with the chilli. Tomorrow we will see the exercise part of this lesson. Okay. Thank you.